aircraft carriers off Venezuela, a multi-billion-dollar bailout for Argentina. It looks like the US is having a messy, dramatic fight with its neighbors, but if you listen closely, you can hear the faint, ghostly whisper of a 200-year-old policy screaming, "Get off my lawn." That's right, the US is reviving the Monroe Doctrine, in so many words at least, and it turns out the 19th century's greatest hits are back on the playlist. Let's take a look at the remix. First, Venezuela. This administration has decided the best way to deal with a complicated geopolitical situation is to call it a name, and in this case, narco-terrorist state. It's the political equivalent of putting a kick me sign on someone's back before you shove them. So, to fight this narco-terrorism, the US has deployed, let's see, an aircraft carrier strike group, F-35 jets, and a nuclear submarine. You know, the standard tools for a delicate anti-drug operation, right? No. Okay? It's like using a flamethrower to light a birthday candle. The subtlety is breathtakingly non-existent. And who is the mastermind behind this nuanced approach? None other than Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Reports say he won a brutal internal power struggle to convince Trump this was the way to go. His opponents were pushing for boring, pragmatic oil deals. Stuff that sounds safe. But Rubio's like, no, we need a narrative. He's basically the George R.R. Martin of disastrous foreign policy, and he's just written his Red Wedding. Now, let's fly south to Argentina, where U.S. foreign policy is less shocking awe and more When Harry Met Sally. President Javier Milei is, for all intents and purposes, Trump's ideological soulmate. They share the same barber, probably. And when your bestie's economy is collapsing, what do? You give him a $20 billion currency swap. But this wasn't a no-strings-attached gift. That would be irresponsible of our president, right? Gotta blackmail somebody. So Trump explicitly said the money was contingent on Milei's party winning its upcoming elections. He didn't even try to hide it. It's the most transparently transactional friendship since we saw Elon Musk get kicked out of the White House earlier this year. And so, what's the real reason for this bailout? It's to keep China away from Argentina's vast lithium reserves. This is less a foreign policy and more a geopolitical version of marking your territory. It's like pissing on a tree, except it's a country. Pause. Oh my God, that's terrible. So, bombs for your enemies, billions for your friends. What do you call this coherent strategy? Analysts call it a return to the Monroe Doctrine. The Monroe Doctrine was America's way of telling Europe, hey, these are my new toys. You can't play with them. And now we're telling China the same thing, even though China makes all of our toys. It's a classic. It's retro. It's our foreign policy vinyl, the greatest hits edition. So what is the ultimate goal? To build a hemisphere of Trump-friendly leaders. It's like starting a boy band, but for authoritarian-leaning populists. They're calling it the America's First Order, and the first rule of America's First Club is you do what Trump says. And here's a wild theory about all of this. With such volatile policies, some wonder if the administration is creating a friendly escape hatch. If things go south at home, where better to go than a pro-Trump country you just pumped $20 billion into? So, there you have it. The new Monroe Doctrine, a policy that includes $1 billion missile, $1 billion loan, and setting the entire garden on fire. It's a bold, brash, and deeply unsettling way to run a hemisphere. And it's all happening right now, whether that hemisphere likes it or not. The more things change, man, the more they go back to the 19th century, goddammit. That's 2025, all right? God, it's been a Adonis Black show, man. We're gonna pray for our country, and I'll see you next video. Peace.